What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Visionary Voices. I'm your host, Kyce Wilson. As always, thank you to our sponsor, All In Fit. Go check them out, All In Fit LLC on Instagram. Today, I'm super excited. As always, we got a big guest today,
Hey,
Christian West. Happy to have you, brother.
bro, I'm happy to be here, man. Seriously, I appreciate you
We
having me.
we went on a good run this morning,
Hey, man. I'm gonna do some
bro.
quick PR real quick since you said
PR all
that.
you want. PR.
Bro, running a sexy run club. My guy put up this morning. We had a great time, made great connections, got a good workout in. It was a good start to our Sunday. So thank you so much for pulling up today. Seriously.
Yeah, bro. Of course. I love what you're doing, and the first impressions of you, like. You're a connector for sure. I could tell the community you're building now, you're connecting people. You're just a good spirit. You're a good person to be around, very positive. And that's the kind of people that I want to be around. And that's the kind of people that other people want to hear from. So again, thank you for being here. And yeah, I really appreciate it, man. It's going to be a good conversation.
Yo, this is first off, another thing. This is our first time like formally meeting today. Like the run this morning was like our introduction. And it's kind of crazy because like I'm always like me in like the social media space. I'm always watching. Like I want to see who's doing what, who's doing this, who's doing that, and I always like I'll see people and I'm like, all right, I like what he's doing, or I like what she's doing, and I'll just like watch for a little bit because I'm like I'm really big on like who I do things with or who I collab with or who I want to work with, and it's just like once I see a trend of like, okay, he's kind of like on a similar vibe as me, or he's doing something like I want to get into, but I don't know how to get into, or vice versa. And it's just like, I've been watching you, just kind of seeing like how you move and like the content and all this and that. And I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna reach out, see what you got going on, boom, and that's that. So
Yeah, bro.
we connected and here we are. So
I
seriously, thank you.
That's the power of social media, right?
Bro, it's
with that though, like I think it's really good to see social media and then take a piece of what you like,
100%.
like take a piece of what you're doing and put it into my life and like apply it to my life and everybody else. But I feel like there could be there's some downfalls that come with that. I've spoken about it on the podcast before, but like mental issues with seeing everybody on social media. Like, how do you go about that? Because I know you're on social media and you just said that there.
I would say personally, a lot of it is fake. And
yeah,
bro, that's crazy to say. It's a crazy take, but I know a lot of these people off of socials, so I know what is really going on. I can't speak for every person, but I have a nice bubble that I know like what he's doing or what she's doing or what he's doing like day in and day out. And it's just like, I'm not going to say it's completely fake because I know a lot of people are trying to like create their visions or they're trying to make whatever they're trying to do happen. And you got to do a little bit of, you're doing it real actually, and then there's a little bit of flaw. There's a little bit of fake in there. And it's just like I always tell people who see the person with the flashy car, or the person with the high rise, or the person with the whatever they got going on, it might look a certain way, but you don't know how that happened. And like that's one thing I used to be really caught up in because like I'm like, why I don't have the car, or why I don't have this, or why I don't have that. And it's just like I'm looking at the next person like they're doing it. We're the same age. What are they doing that I'm not doing? Yeah. And then you get around these people and you start seeing what it really is. Maybe they got a friend in the exotic car game and that's how they got the lamb and they're driving it. And then that's how they do their content. Or then you find somebody who knows somebody who Airbnbs the penthouse and then they're like, yo, I'm gonna let you stay in the penthouse for a week, do what you gotta do. Or you get the comp meal at the best restaurant because the owner is best friends with your best friend. And like, these are all scenarios that like, I always tell people, especially if you're not new or you're trying to compare yourself to the next person, don't get caught up in it because you never know what the real situation is. Just like, so that's my view with social. Like I watch and I kind of like learn and kind of dissect and kind of figure out like how I can apply this to me. But I don't like to get into like they're doing better or they're, because you never know like what the real situation is there. So
yeah, I think a good thing to take away from that too is like your success is not defined by what you see on social media.
Please don't.
Although it's really hard like to think about it that way because you want to be in that position. Like you said, Airbnb, maybe that's your industry. You want to be an Airbnb arbitrage person. That's who you want to be. Then you see somebody who's your age or younger than you doing it and you're like, oh, it kind of hits on your ego and you feel like you should be, it feels like you're clawing back. But I saw a quote the other day, and my friend and I were talking about it. Like, where you're at now, every life that's out there, where you're at now was once a destination in the past. Like where you're at currently, you know, go back some years, you're going to find a version of you that wanted to be this person right now. So it's like it's always going to be that you're trying to push for something better. You're always wanting to be a better version of yourself, and that's not gonna happen by looking at somebody else and trying to. You know.
I think everything's perspective. I think it's how you look at it. Perspective is like a really big term for me this year, because it's just like I've had ups, I've had downs, and it's just like a lot of people don't see the downs, but I'm always showing the ups. But it's just like everything happens for a reason, and you kind of got to find whatever your reasoning or whatever the positive is in the situation that you got going on, and then you can shine light on that. Because I mean, I think we've all had really great months, and then we've had really bad months, and it's just like, why was that month bad? And then it's just like, okay, this is how we improve it for the next month, or this is what we can do. I did this, probably shouldn't do this the next time. And it's like, even like with this run club thing right now, I'll say this, like, run club's been going for a while, and it's just like every week, like, you know how today I ask for feedback from everybody.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know what you guys like and what you don't like. And it's just like, what am I going to do to make sure you come back next week? Like, if Kyce wants this, I'm going to make sure I can make this happen so he comes back next week. And then you might tell your friend to come back, to come with you. And that's another person that joins. And it's just like, for me, I'm really big on just like the 5 people come week 1, 8 people come week 2.
Yeah, they tell a friend, they come.
17 people come week 3. So now it's like we're scaling every week. So whatever I'm doing, it's making a decent impression at least. And it's just like, now I want to be able to keep you. And like, how do we do that? And it's like, I was like, really, I remember like week 1, bro, I was like, oh man, is this going to work? And it's just like, I'm like, wait a second. 5 people were here though. Perspective. You know what I mean? It's just like, they showed up and they supported and they came back.
Yeah.
So it's like, in my head, I'm like, I can't be mad because I didn't have 50 people or whatever. Like, it's a process, and it's just like, you just kind of got to keep going through it day by day, week by week, and then I don't know. As long as you stay positive, I think you'll be okay. I think it's how you look at it. Yeah. That's why I like perspective a lot. So.
I like that perspective. A lot of my viewers are really big into self-development, which I think everybody should dive into and really, 100%. Pursue every single day. You spoke about building something and taking feedback and criticism from your audience. What about personally? How do you go about giving yourself feedback in those up and down months and trying to get more in tune with yourself and say, hey, this is what I need to do better? Because I think that's something that a lot of people don't really understand how to do, is just kind of sit with themselves and look at themselves from a high level overview and really, work on that.
Goals, vision board, and I keep a planner with me pretty much.
A planner?
A planner.
Oh, planner.
Planner,
okay.
Yeah.
Planner, yeah.
And what I mean by that is just like, I think repetition is big, and just kind of like writing out what you want, just write it out. Look at it every day. And then like goals are like the biggest thing to me. And it's just like write out 4 or 5 for the quarter. And I mean, look at it every day. I'm talking about these need to be checked off before the end of the quarter, or we failed Q3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, for me, I'm really big on, I look at it, I try to go execute, reflect every day. And it's just like, you get to a point where you're either going to get closer to that goal and then it's going to get checked, or you're just going to keep looking at it. And then you take it to the next quarter. And it's just, for me, bro, I think my reflection is just really more of a, man, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm a just really just sit down and just sit with myself and just really kind of figure out why, if it doesn't get done, like, why didn't it get done? And then I'm going to go to my different resources, because I got a lot of people I kind of mingle with. I got mentors, I got friends, I got partners, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go to them and be like, yo, I tried to do this for 3 months. This didn't happen. Y'all are with me at least twice a week. Well, what do you think I could do different? Am I branding wrong on social media? Am I marketing wrong? Is my outreach when I go out and meet people, is that wrong? Like, when I sit down, am I talking to you? Like, am I talking to him in a way where he's understanding what I'm saying, and he's going to really like, all right, I'm invested in it. I like what he's doing, like,
right.
Whatever. And it's just like, I like to get a bunch of different POVs, and I'll go from different walks of life. I'll go to like I got millionaires that I can go talk to. I got a homeboy on the block I can go talk to. I got a girl who's big in this world that I can go talk to, like whoever. And it's just like, I want different perspectives because like, I'm really big on like not being in a box. Like
Yeah.
I want a consumer from every walk of life. I want every person to feel like they can relate to me in some way. And it's just like, I could have millionaire, junkie, tech sales superstar, some girl who's big in PR. Then you got like, I don't know, drug dealer, whatever it is, like all these different walks of life, and they can all relate to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I want feedback from all of them because they're all people. A lot of people don't care for half of the people, the half of walks of life I just named, but they all matter. And you might not think they hold value, but they probably do. And it's just like, I want to be on a scale where every person can align with me. And it's just like, when you're in a box, it's like you cater to one group and one group only. And I don't think that's like how you can really scale to your fullest. Like you can be niche, cool, but I don't want niche. I want everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I think feedback from anybody who's really paying attention is always huge.
Goes back to what you were saying.
100%. Perspective is always the biggest thing to me.
Yeah.
And it's like my mentor put that on me because I wasn't even like really looking at things like that. But he used to tell me all the time, like, bro, just look at it like this. You're looking at it in this light, but look at it like this. And then see what you get from it from there. And then you might not feel as bad about it, or you might feel even better about it now. So it's just like, that's my take.
I think that also super great points. I think that it also helps you become more complete.
Yeah.
Like I've said it before, like we are not whole. Not one person can have all the, check boxes ticked. It's like I meet you, there's something that you can, I wouldn't say provide, because it's not transactional, but there's something that you can pour into my life that helps me become more complete in an area that I'm deficient in, and vice versa, and with everybody in your networks. And so that's why I think it's important to create a network, one that fulfills you and keeps you satisfied and excited about life, but also that serves you. And I don't mean that in a transactional way. I mean it in a way that's very authentic and real. Another thing I was thinking about while you were talking as well is that on the personal development journey, I feel like underlying issues aren't being looked at like they should be. I think that we go about life and we see these things happen and they're negative, like, oh, I wish I would have spoke better here. I wish I would have, capitalized on this opportunity better. And I think that underlying issues like, maybe even if it's diet, maybe, or these underlying things that you do, or I guess you would say like habits or patterns that keep coming up that are bad, but you want to address them at that point in time. Like, I know I need to wake up for Run Club on Sunday. I told myself I was going to do it, but I didn't do it. How can you show up for somebody else if you can't show up for yourself? How are you going to show up for the world and make them respect you if you can't respect yourself? So I think those things are really important. What's your take 100%. On that?
I would say discipline is the most important thing in anything. Entrepreneurship, if you're an employee, if you're any walk of life, if you got a goal, if you don't have discipline, you're not going to be successful in anything. And I say this is a really good point. I'm glad you brought this up, actually, because I'll go back to the Run Club, right? Because that's like a really good point.
Yeah.
So discipline is really big for me in this right now, because it's like, one, I am not a fitness guy. I am now.
You're not a fitness guy?
No, I am. Let me backtrack. There are people who are really been in fitness 4 or 5 years here that are like consistently putting it out there. Like, I do fitness in like my own like piece. Like,
right.
I've never been somebody exactly. I've never been like the type to brand or put it out there that I'm like into working out. Like, you look at me, yeah, I work out. But like, now I'm at a point where I want to get into this fitness space, and this requires discipline. Like, and when I say that, it's more of like I go run 3-4 times a week. I'm going to make sure you see that I'm running 3 or 4 times a week. Like, I don't care how anybody else on the TL is feeling. Like, if I'm branding that I'm this fitness person, you have to see, because it goes back to like anything. Like, if you're a podcast guy. Let's just say you're a podcast guy. If you're not putting clips out every week, you're not putting a new episode out every week, I'm not going to take you seriously as a podcast guy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like, for me, I don't think showing is always the biggest thing, but I feel like we're in an era right now where people want to see it. Like they're really big on like if they see it, they're gonna take it a little bit more seriously. And it's like I've been running now 4 or 5 months very consistently. I'm getting up 6, 7 a.m. and I'm going on a run every morning. Like it's just something I'm doing. And it's just like for me, I told myself I want to do this. So if I'm gonna get my followers to really buy into what I'm doing, they have to see me doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's what any product, whatever you're trying to promote, like if you're gonna be in that space, you need to really be in that space and like show people like I'm really on this, I'm doing it regardless XYZ. And it's just like for me, I made sure people saw me running. I'm tagging the brand. I'm doing all this stuff. People are seeing it. They're liking it. They like it. They're like, oh, he's consistent. He's doing it. It's not a fluke. It's not bullshit. Like it's legit. Like he's actually on it. So then when the run club comes, now people are like, okay, he's actually gonna be there. Whatever. So then I do Sundays. We started off at 8 a.m. initially. It was 8 a.m. at first.
Yeah.
And it's like, first off, Sunday is a really hard day to first off get people to wake up and come run. Like and that goes to discipline. Like that's like I did it on purpose. Like 8, 9 a.m. Like this is on purpose right now. And it's like because it takes a very specific person to want to get up at 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday after they went out on a Saturday or whatever they did. Like, and then I commend everybody who came this morning because like I know like I used to be that guy. I go out. I go out 2 a.m. too, bro. I'm talking. I got to be up at 8. I got the run club. Like I have no excuse. My run club too. Like what I look like showing up late. I can't be late.
Yeah.
How you gonna look at me if you get there before me? That look crazy, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's where I say the discipline comes in because it's like I had a guy this morning actually. He texted me. He like, bro, I'm sorry I didn't make it. Like I really wish you would start at 10. I'm like, bro, you're not my audience. You're not my market.
Right.
Straight like that.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna. Yeah. No, you good. You good.
Let me. I'm like, I told him like, bro, you're not my market. And he's like, what that mean? I'm like, you're not my market. Simple. Like, no disrespect. If you can't get here at 9 in the morning, you're not my market. And that's it. Like,
there's multiple other run clubs that start later.
You saw who was at the park this morning.
Yeah.
2,000 people in the park this morning. You tell me you can't get here at 9? Like you're just not my market.
And I think we spoke about it this morning, and you kind of tapped into it right there. Is like creating something like that is curating a group of people around you that are on the same mission as you.
Exactly.
Right? Like even if you push it back further, like now we start. What did we start? 9 a.m. today.
Yeah.
We started at 9. Even if you push it back to 8 o'clock, like see how many people will fall off, and push it back again, see how many people will fall off, and then you're stuck with a small group of people who you know for a fact that they're on the same page and mission as you, and so you're creating the group around you that you need to be around, but just like organically.
Exactly.
You know, you're not saying it's not like a networking event where you say, hey, if you're business minded and you want to be successful, show up here. It's like, no, like we're gonna make sure that you show us that you are this person.
Exactly.
And I think that's the biggest thing that we need to do, and show ourselves that too, not just other people.
Hey, yo,
like show yourself.
Right there. When that's the clip right there. That's the one, bro, because you couldn't have said it no better. I was trying to say that without saying it. I'm just being real with you. Like trust me, I know who's gonna be there every week. Like I know the ones who gonna be consistent, and I know who might not be there, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm chilling, bro. Like I'm happy. Today was great. You asked me, no complaints.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not a runner. I love it. I told you as soon as I pulled up, I'm like, I don't run, bro. I used to play ball. As soon as I stopped, my knees started hurting, my ankles started. I'm like, I don't run. I do not do it. But today was great, bro. I loved it.
Appreciate it, bro.
I loved
Seriously.
it. And I got to say as well, if anybody is looking for a sense of community, if you want to be more active and you want to try something outside of just working out like the gym, like for me, I weight train and it kind of gets redundant a little bit. And so I like to try other things like yoga, or, hot yoga is cool too.
Big yoga guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a big yoga guy.
Yeah.
100%.
How often do you do yoga?
3 times a week.
3 times
That's
a week?
low end too. Like 3 times a week.
Isn't it crazy how much work you got to put in for yoga?
Bro, I tell people all the time. There's a clip on my Instagram page right now about yoga. Y'all think it's sweet. Go pull up. I promise you. Like, yoga is one of the best, I think, for mental. It's not like it's a workout, but it's also like a stretch.
Yeah, stress reliever too.
The meditation's top tier. And then I think the yoga community is one of the best communities and all of active. Like I think yoga is like one of the best. The people are so nice. Everybody's super receiving. If you're not great, like they don't mind helping you. The teachers are always really good. Like I love yoga so much. All my spots I be at, Equinox, YTX, or Black Swan, those are my 3 go-tos. So if you ever want to catch me in yoga, hit me up. But bro, big yoga guy, bro.
Big yoga guy.
I love it.
So I know you're a busy guy, and obviously, no, Run Club is not your main venture, right? But I want to start kind of at Run Club and kind of go into all your other ventures. But what made you want to start this?
So one, so like y'all have seen a lot of PR for me right now, probably, and like I'm really big in the marketing PR space, and then I've did everything from nightlife, restaurant, lounge, bar, you name it, all the above, and it's just like when I was in that world, I feel like I was promoting a lot of bad habits, and like this is like some mature thing for me to say at this point, because like that's one of the most lucrative industries you can be in. Like anybody who's in it, they know like you can make a lot of money doing the not I wouldn't say it's the bare minimum. It's a lot of work, but you can make a lot of money in it.
We talking about promotion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you call it? When I was there, it's just like the stuff you would see in these clubs day in and day out, like it's hard to look at. First off, it's really hard to watch. And don't get me wrong, it's fun, but like when you're on the other side, like I know when I was like just in the mix, just party, having fun. But then you're on the business side, and you can't. I'm in the club with this, bro. I'm not. Ain't no more getting drunk. Nah, like I'm trying to make money now. So like we focus. And it's just like you start seeing all the stuff, like you see it all, and it's just like the drug abuse, the alcoholism, like all of it was just like I was like, bro, this is just not a healthy space. And first off, I love nightlife, like, so it kind of sounds like I'm shitting on it, but like I really love it, like it's beautiful. But you see all that, bro, and it's just like, I don't know if this is for me. I got to go home and look in the mirror and be like, I'm good at it. I'm really good at it, but like, I don't know if this is for me. And I did it. I'm really good at it. I'll probably get back in it at some point, but like, I got to the point where I wanted to do something a little bit more healthy. And like, a lot of people don't know, I've been in the workout athletic space. I've been all the gyms. I work out regularly. I play ball regularly, yoga regularly. And I broadcast this to an extent, but it's just like, I was like, I see all these people doing all this stuff. I'm like, yo, I want to do it. I don't see nobody in my world that does this. Like, I don't know anybody. I would say I know one group, but outside of them, I don't know anybody that's in the African American world that is doing big fitness stuff in Austin. If you could point me to them, point me to them. But I don't know anybody.
I want to say in general too.
Yeah, like I don't see it.
African American in general.
Yeah,
I feel like
I don't see it. Like only thing I know is the where y'all at Run Club. They're amazing. I've seen them. I've been. I've actually ran there once, bro. They're insane. Black Run Club, bro. 100 people plus minimum, like every week. Like they're killing it. But outside of them, I don't see anybody doing anything in the fitness space that's just black owned or anything like that. I don't know, at least. And I was like, you know what? I have the network. I know how to grow the network too. And it's just like, I was like, I want to really try this, and I'm gonna show people that I'm taking it serious. And then like, I naturally have like a pull on people. I feel like people see me doing things and they might want to try it, or they might gain some interest to it. And I've had this gift for a while. And it's like all my friends always used to tell me, bro, that's why like, you don't know if you're seeing my IG bio, like it says The Bridge, because like they know I can get you, millionaire, her, him, this guy does this. I can put you all in the same space.
What's the first thing I said when we started? What I felt off you. You're a connector, bro. I'm telling you, it's there.
Literally, bro. It's there. Like, and it was just like, I don't even be paying attention to it like that. But one of my best friends, he's one of the first people to tell me this. Like him and my dad used to tell me all the time, like, people just like gravitate to you, bro. I don't know how you do it, but like they just gravitate towards you. Like you got a gift, bro. Like you can really capitalize on this, and you can push healthy hobbies on people that they don't even know they could be into. And then like the running thing was just like one of those things where Grant used to tell me, one of my mentors, Grant, he used to tell me, bro, like business, you got to move quick. Like you can't wait If you got an idea, you need to do it right now. Like, don't wait a week and draw up this plan. Like, no, right now. And like, bro, when I was running and I used to post running every day. And like, this is how the run club came about. I'm running every day and like people, I'm posting, I'm just running and like people like 10, 15, 20 likes every time I'm running. And I'm like, all right, like they like this. And then one of my other buddies, his name's Justin Jones. He's a big marketing guy too. He has an agency. He does stuff for influencers, anyways. And I seen him on the trail one morning because he runs a lot too. And Justin's like, he's like, see, Wes, running is sexy. And I was like, I'm like, yo, I like that.
That's where it came from.
I was like, yo, I like that. I'm like, what? I like that. So then I'm hooked on it, bro. And I'm not the type, I don't take no sauce from nobody, bro. Like, if you give me the sauce, bro, I'm going to tag you. I'm letting you know, like, I got this from here, like, whatever. So now when I go run, I post my run, bro, and I'll put in quotes, running is sexy. Then I tag Justin every morning. Justin to be in bed watching my shit and be like, yo, I'm going to go run now. Yeah. And then boom, bro, like, it just started rolling. And then, like, I'm talking about the reception was really, like, good. Like, people are liking it. People, they swipe, well, I don't let people swipe up on me, but like people sending me my story talking about, yo, we love that you're running, you're getting healthy. I love it, like whatever. So then I'm seeing every day, I'm seeing 15, 20 responses. I'm like, okay, this is like, it's traction. People like it. Then I got my friends posting. Now they talking about running is sexy. I'm like, oh shit, we got a brand, bro. So now I'm like, you know what? I call Grant. I'm like, yo, I think I got something with this. Like, bro, no count, bro. And I move quick, bro. Like, I don't care. Like I move quick. So I call my flyer guy. I call my logo person. I'm like, yo, I need a logo right now. Make it. Boom. Logo ready. You know what? So then I'm like, run club. We gotta get it moving quick. Like how do we make it happen now? So now when I go run, I'm looking every day for a different route, different meetup spot. I'm trying just to see where is that. Okay, I found a meetup spot. All right, boom. I don't care. Make the Instagram page. Instagram page is out. Marketing, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Get some IG girls, some post it, whatever. Boom. Now we got the following already up. Crazy. And it's just like this is all 3-4 weeks of work. And then I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna do it. Create a flyer, location, we'll see what happens. And that's it, bro. Like it's not nothing crazy, nothing hard. And it's just like I'm really big on how the product looks. Like example, y'all should see the studio here. It's y'all can see it, but it's beautiful. Like
shout out Record ATX.
Shout out Record ATX. Shout out they're great. But like I think presentation is important. Now I'm going to these other run clubs to see how they're doing their things. You know, you do Raw Dog, you do Scouting. Good Grief, you do Where Y'all At, you do Run with Kiko. I'm going to all these different spots to see what their sauce is. Like, what are they doing? Okay, I go to one, they got the cameraman. I'm like, all right, I already knew that. I got cameraman, whatever. I go to another one, they got people on megaphones directing XYZ. Like, I'm trying to learn the business of it because, like, how do these organizations look? What I like from this one, how can I apply them to mine? And this is like my thought process. And like it's a week by week thing, but I'm learning the field because like example, like Good Grief, they're really great. They meet at this coffee shop. They got like 60 people coming weekly. They got all kind of pace groups. Like they're really organized. Girl runs it. Like she's kind of cool. Don't really know her, but like I seen the whole the layout. I'm like, okay, I see the vision. Now, how can I take what they're doing and kind of incorporate it into mine? Because like, there's levels. Because like, get to the Raw Dog level. Those dudes are different city every week.
They have
now.
like 2,000 people,
bro. They're insane.
They had to get shut down and break into groups.
They got ahead, bro. Like I don't know how they knew. Because like that's like the thing. If you can get on these trends before they pop.
The run club trend.
Literally, they were the first ones. They did it first, and then luckily. The guys who were involved and they all have really big followings. So like that helps. They're all good looking dudes. That helps. And it's like he got 200,000, he got 150, he got 60, he got 80. Like they're all got 80K. Like these are all like thousands. And like it's almost like you kind of gotta look at it on like a scale of you got 10% of your followers maybe engaging, and then like maybe 5 are actually gonna show up. So you got 4 dudes with that number. That's already you looking low end 200 or 300. Yeah. Then the page is big, and then word of mouth is like huge. So it's like, example, like today with us, like you're following, you post the run club, I might get 10 more people because of you. Little Latin chick that was here this morning, she might post, that's 10 more people. Yeah. My brother posts, he got his own following, that's 10 more people. like however, you know what I mean? It's just like, and that's kind of like how you can like really scale it. But I just think I like to watch. Like I said, I told you earlier, I like to watch. Like I want to see what everybody else is doing. I'm not a hater. I'm gonna come show up. I'm gonna come support. I'm doing all that. And it was kind of crazy because like the Run from Kiko people, I went to their run club on Thursday. Yeah. I went to support. They come and pull up on me, and she brought like 3 people with her. Like that,
some of the people today were from Kiko.
Yeah, and like that matters. So like for me, I'm not shy to like put myself out there, step out of my comfort zone, and like I'm trying to build this thing. So like I got to go support the community because once you're in that world, everybody all interact with each other. They know each other. Like they might not. They know each other. Like we all know. Like I know the guys who do Soho Run Club. I know the guys who do Equinox Run Club. Like I know everybody who's doing all of. Like I'm in tune. And I gotta keep showing up because like I'm gonna put my content out, but you ain't gotta show up. You ain't gotta come if you don't want to. Like I'm not pleased. Like no, I don't care if anybody comes. Like but it's one of those things where that impression goes further. Like I'm really big on impressions too. Like, when you show up, you shake hands, you respectful, you meet people, like that matters. And then like example, like with the Kiko group, like I feel like I made a really good impression with them. I didn't know any of them. I just put up, said hi, I saw you guys online, my friend recommended you, I'm here. I brought friends with me. Yeah. And they really enjoyed me. And then they were like, yo, like we're coming to support you. And like, you know how many people tell me I'm coming on Sunday? Bro, I think 100 people coming every week.
Really?
Bro, on God. Like no
And cap. They don't show up?
Bro, you know how I go, bro.
But
like,
that's not your market.
Exactly. And I'm not, they're like, please, like, either I slept in, change it. No.
Yeah.
If you can't get up, we're on the same wavelength, and that's okay.
Yeah. I know you spoke about a lot there, but
Sorry, I'll be ranting, bro.
No, good. No, it's perfect, man. I know it's great for the viewers. One thing I took from that is leverage, and it's on 2 sides: personal side and a business side.
Leverage is everything.
I think on the business side, leverage is absolutely one of the best things you can do because, like I said before, you're not a complete person. You don't have everything, 100%. Right? So if you can leverage other people's skills and kind of offload tasks to them. That's how you scale, right? And that's how you move quicker. And I know that I love that you said speed. Like I'm starting a new venture with a partner. Shout out to you. You know who you are. And I told her, I was like, speed or a lack of speed is a killer of all dreams.
100%.
Like, and this used to be me as well. This I have this great idea. Oh, I need a logo. I need an LLC, and I'm spending weeks building out a logo. I'm like, no, like let's do something. Let's get a product going. Let's have something to show for ourselves. Let's get some revenue coming in. We can incorporate later. We can have a great looking logo later. We can brand later. We can do all that later. But it's like if you have an idea, write it down, go home, figure it out, do it.
Bro.
Like take action on it. And I think that's something that you did very well.
Bro. I'm gonna say this. I have an idea right now. Everybody who really like in tune with me, they know what it is. I have a bro. When I tell you I had the market on lock about 2 years ago. I won't even say it because they already know. Like, I didn't do anything with it, and I'm still just sitting on it. And I feel like I took too long to execute it. And then I'm at a point now where I don't know if I should move forward or just exit out completely. But
what would hurt by not trying it?
You're right. You're right. I feel like I really feel if it's done correctly, it's going to be the one that's going to set me free. Like I tell my parents this, my family this, my best friends this. Anybody who's like done any kind of project with me, they know like this is the one where I feel like if we really do it right, we're not going to miss.
What do you think the hang-up's been?
Nervous.
Yeah. I feel
nervous, bro. It's just you want to do it right, like
yeah.
Some things you can kind of just go into and just try shit. But like this, nah, it got to be done correctly from beginning to end, I feel like. And I'm at a point now where I'll tell you off camera, but like not
yeah, of course.
But like it's one of those things where I know if it's done right, it'll pop. Like, it's going to be the one where never have to work again. And I feel that way.
I think you could do it, bro.
I need to hear that.
I mean, you hear it all the time, I'm sure. The other piece of that leverage part was like for personal development as well. You spoke about your family saying that you have a gravitational pull to you and you kind of capitalize on that. That's like a message for anybody else. If you know that you're really, really good at something and that's kind of where you shine, hone in on it. You know, that's something that Marlon Smith from All In Fit, I'll have to connect you guys. He always says like, find something that you can do that you're good at and go all in on it. That's how he got the name.
That's it.
So like just figure that out. How would you like if you didn't know, if your parents didn't tell you, if your family didn't tell you that you were that person like who has that gravitational pull, how would you go about finding what you're good at?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I think you just kind of just, I would say, get out your comfort zone, take risks, and just kind of like feedback is like everything for me. Like I like to hear what everybody says to an extent. Like I don't want to take too much from somebody because I don't trust people that much. But
Yeah.
like I like feedback, and it's like it got to a point, bro. Like I'll put it like this: when I was in college, I'll say even high school, bro. I even say high school. One of my best friends in high school used to tell me all the time because like the way I talk, bro, like my lingo is a little different. Like I can be corporate, but I got a little street in me too. So I can go both ways. And it's just like, bro, I say stuff, bro, and then like people would like want to try to talk like me. And my boy would be like, yo, like you say this, bro, everybody want to say it. Like they're trying to say it, like X, Y, Z, like whatever it was. Like he like, bro, like you would say things and people, 20 different people would be saying the same thing you were saying. And I'm just like, bro, like I don't even be peeping shit like this, bro. Then I got to college, bro, the same thing, bro. One of my boys, we was up in Colorado, bro, and he used to tell me like it didn't matter what you did or what you said or how you move, everything from the swag, like all of it, bro. Like people like they be influenced and they want to like copy it. I'm like, bro, like I don't even know this stuff like this. And then I got to a point where I get out of school, bro, and one of my homies like, bro, like you got it, bro. Like I don't know what it is, bro, but like people just want the sauce from you, Pete. I'm just like, nah. He like, bro, I'm for real. He's like, bro, I don't know what you gonna do in like this life thing, but like, you need to focus on this, bro. Like, I don't know what you do, but figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying? Cause, bro, I don't pay attention to people, bro. Like now I do, cause I'm like in this business world and I kind of want to see like, who can I collab with or who can I present something to? Cause like now it kind of matters, but I used to stay to myself, bro. Like I'm a big people person now, but like, my parents and my brother could probably tell you, bro, I used to be on some real just me, like didn't care to talk to people, loner, in my own world type of thing. Like this was like really early in life. But like as I got older, my confidence started to pick up and like with sports, I got a little bit like, you know, people wanted to be around me because I was good at hoop and things like that. But I don't know, man. I never really paid attention to the next person. I didn't really care. Like I just didn't. So like to really answer your question, I don't know how I would have discovered it, bro. Like, I really don't. Like, feedback is kind of like how I kind of got into myself. Cause like, I used to be one of those, like, I don't trust people, bro. Like, I stay in my own world. Like, real to myself, bro. Like, that's just kind of how I was. But you couldn't tell that now. But like, bro, I was a period where I was just living, bro, just to live. And it's kind of crazy cause like basketball was all I knew. So like,
you playing college too?
Yeah, bro. I'm like that. I ain't
All right, we gonna have to play.
You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, I never was really like everything was hoop for me. Like I didn't really care for nothing else but hoop. Like, but it got to a point where you know how it is in college hoops, bro. You get junior, senior year, that pro contract don't look like it's coming, and the NBA don't look like it's coming. You gotta start thinking about real life, and a lot of people don't in the sports world. So I don't know, bro. To answer your question, I really don't know, to be honest with you.
And that's fine. I think it's very fulfilling pivoting from a point of being like a loner, being somebody who doesn't really watch, to kind of being on the flip side. And I'm experiencing that now because I am like I would say an introvert at heart, you know what I mean? But I can become extroverted with the right people. And I've been burned so many times with people who I thought, and it could be a personal thing too, like back to the feedback, like personal feedback. Like, let me think about how I felt about this person or how I felt when I left this person's company. Like, if it was a negative reaction, I'm not going to be with them anymore. You know, so I think like internally figuring out what that is. But yeah, I feel like just being more open to other people without any sort of, you know, I guess you would say expectation. I think putting expectations on people and other people in your life are, you know, I think that could do you some harm.
That's a really good point. I would say, because I'm a big preacher of networking, like this so crazy because I used to be the introvert, but now I'm the extrovert. Like, but I think networking in a way for me has changed my life. I've made connections. Like I've made connections with people that could really change your life. If you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm not saying I want a handout or anything like that, but like I've been able to meet people who could put me in rooms that like I would never have access to without them. And I think for anybody who wants to get into the entrepreneur space, I would say anybody, it doesn't matter what you cannot be shy to put yourself out there. Like I remember when I was doing the early Run Club promo, I'm walking to the best restaurants where the hottest people are, and I'm making them say, running is sexy on a camera. And my homie's looking at me crazy, like, why you just keep walking up to people telling them to do this? I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to scale. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I'm gonna try. And it's like, we're gonna see what happens here. And it's just like, I'm gonna go find a bunch of, cause I know how like this social media world works. And like all these little things that people think don't matter, they matter. Like, attractive people, cleaned up people, like people who look fit or whatever, like whatever market you're going, you need people that, who either look the part or just something that's going to keep your attention. And then like, I know like you put a nice looking aesthetic on the screen, I might watch a little bit longer than
Right.
if something I don't want to see is on the screen. And I was like, I'm walking through this restaurant, I'm just like, yo, you say this. And she's like, what? Say this, please. Like, just do it for me. I'm trying to promote something right now. And she's like, all right. Running is sexy.
Tell them
now
straight
you got
up,
30
yeah.
people. I'm like, I didn't walk up 30 people throughout the night. And they're like, my boy's like, bro, you're amazing. Like, how are you doing this? I'm like, bro, like, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the worst? The worst they're gonna say is no. And like, that's kind of like, I don't care. I work in sales, bro. Like, no's is like part of the gig. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't take a no, this isn't for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna go like, you're going to see, like, when I get to a point where we scale a little bit more, I'm going to New Balance, I'm going to Asics, I'm going to Nike, I'm going to Adidas, I'm going to Lulu, I'm going to Alo, I'm going to everywhere. Bro, I got this going on. I need a sponsor.
Right.
Can you help me? I got the pictures, I got everything I need to show. Like, you can't argue with me no more. Like, I got the product, it's proven. It's either yes or no. You say no, okay, cool. And then that's just like I just think you got to put yourself out there. Like, networking is the most important part. And the thing is, I got a lot of friends, like business partners, whatever you want to call them, that like they help me with my ventures. Because like that's another thing. Like, a lot of people are really into like this money thing, and like you don't always need the funds, bro. Like, I always tell people this, like, you don't need them. If you got people who trust and believe in you, they'll help you if you don't have it. Or if you can go find an investor who really believes in your idea, there's ways to get the funding. It's gonna sound crazy, but like, you got to go walk into someone and be like, yo, I need $5,000. Can you help me? Yep. And that's a really uncomfortable conversation to have. Mm-hmm. And some people don't want to have it.
Yeah. That can change your life.
Literally. And the most they're going to say is no. And I always tell, like, bro, like, because I've done it, bro. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, ask your mans, bro, I need whatever. I need this. I need that to do this. Like, you might get 10 no's, but one might say yes. You know what I'm saying? They see the work. They see what you got going on. They trust the process. Now you got to execute. Because, I mean, I'm not really big on the whole, I don't care, bro. Like, I think money can burn relationships. I really believe that. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm big on your word. Like, I'm like, example, like, we're here today. You said be here at 1. I was here at 1. Like, all we have is our word. I know this probably cost you to be here today. And it's just like things like that where I'm not going to play with somebody when it comes to that. Like, right. And I always feel like, in a way, you know, you get what you put in. That's like my biggest thing. You get what you put in, bro. So it's like, I believe in this, whatever I got going on. So I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen. That means I got to go to every gym in Austin, I'm going to go in. Like, that means I got to pay the photographer whatever I'm paying him bi-weekly, I'm going to do it. Like, yeah. And I'm going to sacrifice because I believe in the product. And it's just like, you got to put yourself out there. You can't do it on your own. Like, that's one thing I used to think I could do everything by myself. No, it's not possible, bro. You think you can? A lot of people, I know a lot of these people who got their business, they try to do it one man show. There's no way.
I think because people think it's cool to say
man.
I've done it myself.
It's not cool. I'm gonna look right in the camera and tell you it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not, yeah.
That's
something I learned recently as well, is like, and it was because my ex-girlfriend told me. I was always telling her all my ideas and things that I wanted to do, and she was like, "You're gonna do this alone? Like, you can't do it alone."
No
Like
way.
you need a team. And I had that lone wolf mentality. I'm gonna put my hat on and walk through life by myself. And I'm like, I can't do it, And this year I've really learned, like back to the like investment thing and reaching out to people and getting help. It's like you can leverage other people.
Leverage, bro.
And that's really what can propel us forward.
Leverage is everything. Leverage is everything.
Yeah.
That's one thing, because like I'm glad you said that. Leverage is a really good talking point, because I'll go back to one of my mentors again for this one, bro. Because I don't think this way sometimes. Like, I just kind of just go with the flow, and I'm just like, whatever. But I remember I did a podcast with one of my buddies down south, and let's say his podcast averaged about 2 to 4K views.
Oh wow.
I went on his podcast and we did 15,000 the first time I went, and then we did like 12 or 13,000 the second time I went. And then one of my mentors was like, "Yo, go look at that podcast you did, and go look at the numbers, and go look at your episode and look at everybody else's." He's like, "Well, that's leverage. Like, when you want to go do a deal with somebody, you need to show them that, because that's the value that you're bringing to their platform, whether it's whatever you're doing for them." And I never looked at it like that, but he was like, "Bro, like, you don't look at the numbers, bro. Like, that's an asset. Whether you think New Balance is gonna be mad if I could bring them 10,000 viewers,
right?
Exactly. You think Blenders, the glasses company, you think they're gonna be mad if I can bring them 10,000 people that'll buy their glasses? I'm not saying I could actually bring 10,000, but like, it's been done before, so why couldn't it be done again?" And he's like, "That should be part of your pitch with anybody you work with now. I don't care who you're working with. You need to show them that." And then boom, now they're gonna take you a little bit more seriously.
That's a great point.
Because bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Point, yeah.
Fucked my head up, right? Ain't gonna lie.
We got to run it up for Christian on this one. Please run it up. Bro, hit like, hit subscribe, do it all.
I got you, boo. But like, I'm serious. Like, I never looked at it like that. But he was like, "Bro, everything's perspective." Again, he's like, "Just go look, bro. Like, you need to be looking at your numbers." Because I just do shit off the muscle, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm believing you do good for people, it's gonna come back one shape or form. Like, I'm not really in it for the dollars or the clout. I don't care about none of that. Like, I'm trying to do good, put some shit out where somebody can relate to it and apply it to their life. Because I'm not there. Like, there's levels to this. Like, I am not there. Not by any means. It's like, I feel like the guys I be around is probably why I don't think I'm there. Like, I could be around.
But that's how it's supposed to be.
Literally, bro.
You want to be the smallest man in
exactly, bro. Like, I feel like I be in spaces sometimes with people where they might think I'm the big homie, and I'm like, nah.
You don't want to be in those.
Fuck no. Yeah. And then I be in some spaces where I'm like, damn, like, they're all doing on like a whatever scale you want to label it. They're probably doing a little better than me, and I'm just like, I'm trying to get to where they at. Mm-hmm. So I just sit there. I'm a sponge, bro. I just soak. Just soak up the game. They're already doing it. Like, show me how I can get to here. You know what I mean? That's like my advice to, like, especially like my younger homies, like younger homegirls, like, yo, like, just, if you got access to people who really doing some shit, like, I just sit back and listen, ask questions, tell them what you're doing. How can I make it better? Because they're already doing it. At least my friends are. Like, they're actually doing it. So
I have a philosophy that I think you kind of adhere to without knowing it, and it's like being accepting and being accepting to receive as opposed to wanting.
100%.
Like, you can be in those rooms and see those people and you want it, but it's more of like you kind of transform your mind to think, I'm open to receiving what's coming to me, because you're in those rooms for a reason. I think you already kind of do that because you're like, I'm going to be a sponge. You're not like, oh, I need his car, I need this, I need that. It's like, oh, I'm going to take a piece of that because I know he's on the right path, and I'm just going to put that into what I'm doing and keep moving forward.
100%.
I think that's a great point for any viewer watching right now. It's like, just take pieces of people, be a sponge, and then apply it to your life. But don't fixate on what other people have so much. Because I used to do that so much, man, and it killed my psyche.
It's hard. Like, I think between social media and real life, it's really hard. Like, example, I got a buddy right now. He just spent $15K on a new Rollie, like, big boy watch, crazy. Another one of my homies, he just got AMG Benz in 2023. He just cashed out on that. One of my buddies got a couple houses. He's doing that. Another buddy, his net worth just hit an M this year. And it's just like, I'm like, damn, like, golly. Like, I'm like, and the thing is, it's just like, you could look at that and be like, damn, maybe I'm not doing enough. Like, really could be in that space and just like, but I've learned one, everybody's journey is different. So
Yes.
don't get caught up in that.
Yes.
And then two, these people are very receptive to me. So I'm bringing something to them that they want, but they're also like vice versa. Like it's like you said earlier, I don't want anything to be, I don't believe in like a transactional situation. I'm not into that. But like, I believe one of my other buddies told me this. He's like, yo, I want a team full of guys with every skill. Let's say like Kyce's good at marketing. He's good at sales. He's good at building stuff. He's good at websites. He's good at apps. He's good at hospitality. He's good at whatever. And I want them all in a space. So now, let's say we cook up whatever we cook up. He can handle this. She can handle this. He can handle this. You can handle this. Like everybody has a skill. And it's like we can all learn from each other because like my expertise might not be your expertise. And it's just like when you got 6, 7 different people who all have different lanes or whatever they're in that they're really good at. Now you got it's like a car. The car can't function without the alternator or the brakes or whatever it is. It's like you put all these pieces to the engine together. Now we can move. And it's just like, I think that's how you can like learn as well. It's just like all my friends don't do what I do. None of them do. Like they all are big in wherever they do. And it's just like, it's good to like be able to soak and like learn like how you perfected this or how you perfected that. Because like you said earlier, just take little bits and pieces from everybody's whatever they got, just take a little bit of piece.
Yeah.
Each one and just apply it to yourself. And then you become the complete package at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Point. What I really like that you said, and I think about this all the time, and I had a moment, I think it was like a week ago when I was thinking about it. It's like we can get put into negative, drought periods
100%.
When we feel down, like we feel like we're not good enough, or we feel like we're not where we're supposed to be. But you said everybody has their own, they have their own timeline on whatever their definition of success is.
100%.
And I was sitting there, I'm looking for investment right now for the venture that I was talking about. And I spoke to an investor that I thought was for sure going to be in. We were chatting for a while and I sent him videos. He was like all good and all. And we met and shot down. And I was like, damn. And I was like, it was like a few days went by and I was like, man, like what's happening here? Like, but then I was thinking like myself when I'm 25 or when I'm 26 or when I'm 30 or 40, whenever I have kids, like, do I want to tell my kids that I got investment on the first call and it was easy and I did it like this and everything went smoothly? Like, I don't learn from that. I want to be, when I'm 50, I can say, yeah, I didn't get it on this first time or the second or fourth or, 20 times it took me and I persevered, I got through it. And that's how I learned. And that's how you and that's why I like my dad as well. He's like my hero because he's seen and done so much. And every time I ask him about something, he's like, because I ate shit for a while and I went through these things. And that's why I have the wisdom that I have now. So it's like, for everyone out there, like find peace in that. If you're not, peaceful right now, if you're not feeling like you're where you're supposed to be right now, or where you want to be, just remember that right now is the pivotal moments where you're going to build something that you can take from in the future and learn about and teach other people as well. Do you kind of agree with that?
I agree 100%, man. I think, damn, you kind of you already hit it already, but like, shit, I kind of want to expand on that a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
Just because, first off, I would say just stay true to the journey. Like that's the biggest thing. Just don't worry about what the guy next to you's doing or the girl next to you's doing. Just focus on what you got going on. And then everything's trial and error. It's like he said, he first investor, everything's looking great. He's like, man, we got to get it moving. Like, then they got told no. Like, that's more reality than like, if he would have said he got the first deal, I would have told him he's a unicorn, bro, because I'm telling you from like just me and my ventures personally, like that's not how it will never go that way. And if it does, he's just truly blessed. And you gotta, hey, whatever you got going on, you're doing it amazingly. But I would say also to follow up on that is just, it's always gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be trial and error. It's gonna be, I don't know if this is gonna work. I've gotten 5 no's. I've been trying to find this investor for 6, 7 months. Like, that happens and it's okay. But when the yes comes, like I would say, whoever says yes, value that person forever. I don't care which way the deal goes. I don't care if it goes left down the road. Like, they took a chance on you. So first off, like, be very thankful because they whatever you did that day or in that time period of whatever the negotiations were, you sold them on whatever your idea was. When, like, I kind of put it in this perspective, your homies ain't gonna do it. They your best friends ain't gonna do it. Like, I got ideas and I love my guys to death, but like I got ideas that I didn't pitch to all of them where like I might need this or that, and they was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Like, and that kind of hurt because like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all supposed to believe in me more than anybody, but it might take the stranger in the hallway right now or whoever he's sitting down with or the random person on LinkedIn you connected with that you want to like whatever it is, and they the ones that's gonna take the risk on you. So like I always say be grateful because one, I would say in the business world, relationships can go one way or another. Like they're not gonna be pretty the whole time. And it's just like one of those things where when money's involved, like everything gets kind of weird. And it's just like you kind of gotta keep it cordial, but it's if the money's not coming in, the investor's like it's a whole bunch of things that could potentially go wrong. And it's just like one, handle it all with care. I would say stay professional. And then at the end of the day, value that person because when you couldn't make whatever the idea was happen, they believed in it. So be thankful, regardless of how it plays out. Just be grateful. And I would just say, I don't know, yo, just trust your process. Like that's always the root of everything. Just trust the process because you never know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. You got to be prepared for it and then be ready to adjust at any point. So.
I know they're gonna take a lot from that, bro. I think that's.
I went in, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you, bro. I think that's a great point to end on, bro. What's next for you? What can we expect out of Christian West, man?
Hey, man. Well, the priority right now is running is sexy. So the run club is like my focus, like right now. That's like the biggest thing that I'm like really invested into. But also, I'll probably be doing something very soon in the lounge space. So it'll be more private and exclusive and sexy. And like, it's going to be a whole different vibe than what you're probably used to seeing from me. So when that announcement comes out, I'll share more with you guys, but it's going to be really, I'm like, that's like my focus right now is for like, especially for like all the hospitality stuff. It's going to be a lot more exclusive and more private. And just cause like, I'm really big in community right now. Like community is like my biggest thing. And just like, I'm at a point now where I don't feel like everyone should be a part of certain things anymore. And that sounds kind of harsh or cold, but I'm really big on the right people only, and I don't want anything else. Mm-hmm. And the viewers can take that however they want, but I'm really big on just the right people right now. And when it comes out, you'll see it's going to be super like guest list vibes, RSVP. We're going to have to accept the RSVP type of thing, private, like pay a flat rate and like all these things that come with it. It's going to be a really good time, but that's all I'm going to disclose for right now. But we are working and we're working a lot. So that's that. I'm going to close with this for myself. I'm like I said, I like to shout my people out.
Absolutely.
So first off, big shout out to my family. Shout out to all my right-hand friends. You know who you are. I can't go through, I don't know if we got enough time to go through names, so I'm not going to do all that.
Whatever you want to do, bro. The floor is yours right now.
Some run clubs I want to shine light on right now because I really like what they're doing. Run with Kiko is great. Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Buzzmill and Riverside, they're great. Joe's on Tuesday, 6 a.m. at Joe's Coffee on SoCo. They're great. Equinox Run Club is on Fridays. I forgot what time they meet, but they do Fridays.
I didn't know they had a run club.
Exactly. Proving your point. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and then obviously Running is Sexy on Sunday, 9 a.m. Follow the page. You can do that. Also, I think that's all I got right now. Actually, I don't want to go too deep into the shout out because I'll start ranting, bro. So I'll just
good, bro.
There.
It tells you got
also, wait, hold on. I gotta get your flowers too. Wait a second. Look, I gotta give him his flowers too. Visionary Voices, amazing. Kyce is amazing. If you guys aren't in tune, I need to get in tune. He's doing some cool stuff over here as well. So please follow him, follow the business page. Like, He's great people. So that's that. Thank you so much for having me as well. So
Absolutely.
seriously.
I appreciate it, man. Where can they find you?
IMC West, Instagram, Christian West on LinkedIn if you wanted to go that route. I'm not dropping my number, but I'll give it out if you hit me directly. For me, I handle a majority of my business. You want to reach out with me, Instagram is how you're going to find me. I'm not really using anything else like that right now. Instagram's like my go-to. But also, you want to see anything as far as hospitality goes, the West Entertainment website, I'll give you that. And we put it on there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll throw it in there.
But no, that's all I got, bro.
That's a wrap then.
Yes,
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Go follow him. Give him all the love. Give him the Visionary Voices bump. As always, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for the next one, and we'll see you then.
Cheers.